Hello and welcome back to Planet Zoo, to our Northern Wilds franchise zoo, where the wolves are. What are they doing? Hey guys, where are you? There you are. Just heard them barking. I was like, there's baby wolves. Yes. Hello. Wait, is that three pups? Is that three pups? No, we have three pups. Oh, look at that! That's going well. I didn't know we had new pups. Okay. Right, Wesley and Oliver are the old ones, and then we had four. I have six pups in this habitat. Oh, okay. All the baby wolves. Cool. We have a lot of baby wolves. And over here we have our antelopes. Where are they? Like all the animals are trying to hide from me. Yes. Benjamin and all the thousands of other antelopes in here. And then up here is our still very much bare bones. What is this? Oh, it's a ball. I thought it was like a bonsai or something. A reindeer habitat, which I still have to finish decorating. And our small, campsite, food, drink, stool thingy where people can go and refresh themselves so that they're a little less annoyed. Apparently it's not working very well, but hey. So let's just get started with finishing off this habitat. First of all, we of course want more info screens. There we go. And more donation boxes too, because there's no donation bins anywhere. That's a crime. People aren't able to donate, then, just why does user even exist? There we go. Gonna have to do the same on this side, by the way, because yeah, before people couldn't come here, but now they can, so have to take that into consideration. And we're gonna go and copy one of our donation buckets and just slam them around here. There is no such thing as too many donation buckets. That is all you have to keep in mind when placing them. And then we'll hopefully manage to get some new animals this episode, or maybe in the next. That depends. Well, I had a lot of input under the last 3 episodes as to what animals you guys want to see. So we're definitely gonna get some of those in here. Oh no, what's this? I have a really cool idea for a habitat. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out, but I'm gonna try doing that for the snow leopard. So yeah, that I'm going to. You're gonna see what I'm doing for the snow leopard once I actually build it. For now, though, I'm just gonna keep making this zoo a more acceptable source of money. I sort of need to have screens around here too, but I don't have any electricity over there, do I? Power? No, not really. I could put one like here and one over there. That will work. It's always a little, complicated when you're like, oh, I need power, but you don't want to put a power generator everywhere. Like, they just don't look pretty. Just why? Can I just do power lines underground? I know that I could do like the generators underground, but oh, are the wolves that unpopular, or are there just no wolves in here right now? Oh no, they're all. Oh, there they are. Look. Yes, so many cute little wolves. Oh, okay. So I just turned up the audio. I hope you guys can hear the background music now. It appeared to have been. The audio was on, but it wasn't on like loud enough, so yeah. Anyways, finish this habitat. Taiga, Tundra, Asia, and North America and Europe. As always, I'm not doing Asia since I have a different zoo for that. And I just don't want all of my zoos to look the same. Which is what's gonna happen if I build another zoo in Asia. So a little thing I like to do, some of you might already know, is I like to use moss around the water. Right. Sort of have these like almost mossy bits in between the rocks. In my opinion, this looks great. Because, you know, you have a little bit more green, but you don't have like any plants that just wouldn't be there. Because, yeah, moss would in fact be there. It's right next to the water. It's the one point where you would be seeing moss and all that. It also adds color because it's flowers. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, hopefully. I'm not too incompetent to finish it in actuality because you never know. But I'll try to actually get it done. It's always so weird because, you know, like you think like, oh yeah, building a habitat, that's not gonna take long, right? And then it's like half an hour later and the habitat is still not finished. And you just stand there feeling stupid. Now, since we're going to be using a lot of bushes for this one, I'm gonna start off with some crowberry bushes. Wait. These are amongst my favorite items for, you know, just covering larger areas in foliage. I think it always looks weird when you have like these big open habitats and there's just nothing on the floor. It's just all bland nothingness. Which of course happens when you like don't want to what are you doing? When you use like flooring like this, right? Because tall grass, I don't know if we even could use tall grass. We could, suppose, but I think the majority of this is short grass. And even if it's tall grass like here, it's still a very, very boring pattern, so I like to just mix it up a bit by placing my own grass, so to speak. It doesn't work if you have animals that don't like a lot of foliage, obviously. But if you have animals like this, it's gonna work out just fine. Okay, our reindeer had offspring. They're expecting offspring. Are they still fighting over here? Do we still have 2 males? No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. You know, just gotta make sure that everything, everything works. That my animals aren't killing each other just yet. Can you please place yourselves normally? Thanks. So, I just uploaded another build video yesterday and I'm working on a different idea already, so there's gonna be more of those again. As always, if there's any build you would like to see, feel free to tell me. I usually make blueprints and then upload them in the workshop if, you know, I remember to do that. So you guys can use those for your own habitats. Also, if you happen to want a blueprint from any of my current habitats that I'm using in these zoos, just tell me in the comment section and I can upload it. I just don't upload everything because like I have like 400 habitats for like blueprints for habitats, like my own builds, and I don't think we need all of those in the store. Most of them aren't like the most creative things, so. Are you a female? Yes. Doesn't really matter because either way you're going into the trade center. But if they're males, you have to be like half a second faster than with the females, right? Okay, Fallon is pregnant. Cool. I think that's cool. I don't know. more baby antelopes. I always want to call them sable antelopes, even though like the sable antelopes are a completely different kind of antelope. And I should know that, but I always forget it. Okay, there we go. I think I have a very, very even spread of weird little dots of grass now. So I'm going to move on to the next item, which is going to be these bushes. So yeah, for anyone wondering, this is essentially how I do my habitats. I just pick one plant that I want and then spread it out in weird patterns until there's enough of the plant for my personal liking. I want one more up here. And I want some... I'd love to have some quaking aspen trees in here, but it just... I don't know if it fits in or not. Same thing with these, like, they're cool trees. I mean, why not? Why not? You know, it's okay. It doesn't have to be 100% realistic in its foliage. I don't actually know, but I feel like these will be the sort of trees that would grow in like very, very barren areas, like very, very cold and high up in the like mountains, where there's very few trees. That's where you'd have these sort of bush things. And technically speaking, this isn't what we build here, since we are using a lot of trees as well. But I don't care. What? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Go over there. Behave. Be a good bush. Ah, sage is so nice. And then, like, after that, we're gonna spread out some flowers. In hopes of making this place look a little more... Oh, see? It already looks a little less like a one big wide open field. But just sort of what I always try to avoid. Oh, oh crap. Our timber wolves have matured. Means that I have to put them into the trading center. Especially the good traded ones. Because I don't want them to age, and if they age, like, you know, like I lose fertility. I lose a good wolf I could use in a different habitat later on. I used to have a very, very large zoo with tigers. Pretty sure I already told that story, but, well. Used to have this large zoo with tigers where I had like 4 or so habitats that were just tigers next to each other. Because, well, I wanted to permanently, like, I wanted to get, perfect offspring from the tigers. So instead of always waiting for one pair of parents to die, I just had like 6 pairs of parents. Wouldn't recommend it in like sandbox or franchise mode. Instantly made my zoo go bankrupt permanently. That zoo never made it out of bankruptcy. But that's fine because I just closed it down as soon as I, you know, had the animals I wanted. But don't do it if you're trying to like get a working zoo. It won't work. Literally won't work. Okay, now it's time for flowers. Yeah, I've done ivy. Actually, not flowers, more green. First. So yeah, this is why these episodes always end up being so long, because I need more plants. If you guys knew what my apartment looked like, you would understand this. Because I have so many plants, my house is slowly being taken over. It's just plants everywhere. Like, other people have picked up pets during like the last few months, right? So now they have like 5 dogs and 6 cats. I have like 20 plants in one room. They don't have names. I'm not creative enough for that, but you have a lot of them. So, as you can tell, I usually always start around like certain objects with placing things. Then I just move on. Yeah, I used to have like a lot of plants already before like this year, but during autumn, like this fall autumn, the weather here was terrible. So like 90% of my plants died off because they didn't get sunlight. Because there was no sunlight. Like how do I describe that to someone who's not from here? We have months where there's like pretty much no sun. Because there's always clouds or like fog. So that is quite annoying when you try to keep plants in your apartment. And you don't have like UV lamps or something to keep them alive. It's not like I live on like the North Pole or something. But just because of the climate here, we have a lot of like rainy, foggy, windy days during winter and autumn, and then there's just no sunlight, and then the plants sort of get pissed off. Especially if it's like plants that aren't meant to survive harsh winters, right? So at this point, I'm just getting like plants that I can just, you know, let go back into their winter stage, and then they'll just bloom again. Or like grow again when summer has arrived. To avoid having to get new plants every other year. Because the weather has killed them. But yeah. That's why these habitats always have so many plants. That's because I too have this many plants. Except mine don't grow on the trees. Okay. But yeah, this is my secret to making places look realistic or cool. Just spam them with plants and hope for the best. No, don't do that. Come on back down. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, I still have to do the front of it here. It's always very, very random, like what plants I place or pick. I'm just always like, okay, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Maybe something here and then something there. I don't really have like a, you know, automatic method for this. I mostly just let my brain pick and choose the ones. Sometimes that turns out well, sometimes it does not. Also, please tell me if the audio is still glitchy. I don't think so, but sometimes I feel like YouTube just... Like, it sounds okay on my PC, right? And then I upload it, and then it doesn't sound okay anymore. So if there's still an issue, I would appreciate some input. Because, like, I do check my videos before I upload them, but then when they're uploaded, like, I don't want to watch them again. It's enough to listen to myself talk once. For every video, I don't need to listen to myself talk twice. Now comes my favorite part, the flowers. It's never gonna end. So yeah, like all of my habitats where I can use these plants will look very similar. Because there's a lot of them. Also, if you haven't checked it out yet, I really recommend taking a look at my newest build video. It's completely different from this zoo here. It's a antelope habitat. An antelope, no, not antelope. No, it's a gemsbok. See, in my language we call them that, but whatever. They're gemsboks. That's the English term. And it's a desert habitat, of course, since it's gemsboks. And I did this very, very modern build with like a glass half dome essentially. Which is definitely good for all the plants inside, yes. But it's something I wanted to do for a while and I think it turned out pretty well. Okay, where is the baby? Lucas. Oh, Lucas, you're doing well. You're doing well, buddy. You know, it's funny because this was a habitat that I didn't really put a lot of thought into it, right? But it actually turned out quite well. Quite nice. Decent habitat. But yeah, like we've reached the point where I just place flowers. The best part of building. Probably just throw around thousands of dollars of flowers and hope that it looks good in the end. A university always has these really, really large flower bed garden thingies. They're not really like, we have gardeners, right? But they don't really work on those. They just like put down random seeds, like mixed seeds, and then they just let it grow for the bees because we have bees. I always really like those. They grow to these like really, really obscure heights. Like it's gonna be like a 1 meter something tall field of flowers and bushes every single year, and then they cut it down and it just comes back. But they wanted to come back, so it's fine. Just not something you see a lot here since I live in a city now. No more mountain life. Sadness. But yeah, the good thing is I'm not buried in snow. I like snow, but my hometown is like literally buried in snow. So I'm like, good thing that I'm not there right now, because I couldn't do anything. How is that? Yep, that's okay. I just need some around here. No, no, you just had such a nice position. Stay there. It's as if the flowers knew when they're in the correct position and then they just change. Okay. Do I want anything else? I think this looks okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I think that's okay. Great. You guys like that? Yes. Thought so. Right, so we have one more finished habitat. Honestly, I feel like it's still so barren in comparison to my other habitats because they're just all so full. You know, like... Because I do all of these very, very well, furnished is probably the wrong word, but you know. Habitats that have a lot going on. Which I like. I like when my habitats have a lot going on. But it just makes it so hard to build more plain habitats because next to them there's a habitat that's very much not plain. Just gonna see if there's anything I want to fix real quick. Oh no, there's one there. Yeah, okay. There we go. That's that. How are you guys doing? Free to use, yeah, the toilets are free. The zoo could do with expanding, yes, and there's litter on the path. I just get another caretaker for now. We're also gonna have to get another work zone soon because this is pretty big for like one work zone, right? Since I have very, very large habitats. Always kind of have to take that into consideration as well. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. It's a little shorter. Yeah, I mean, it's 22 minutes. It's fine. But I think this is a nice point to end it before I start something new. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye!